I have an update on those new checks that President Biden has directed states to start distributing. Also, numerous very important deadlines that are going to be coming up here over the next 2 months. And the Senate voted once again today, so we will talk about what they are up to. All of that in this video, so let's get into it right away. But really quickly, before we do, if you haven't done so yet, or if you happen to be new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below the video so I can keep you updated each and every day with all of this information. A couple days ago, I came out and said there's going to be a lot of new information coming out going forward. We are seeing exactly that coming forward. In fact, as I do my daily research for all of these videos that I produce and release for you, I'm literally not even talking about everything right now because I need to pick and choose all of the different information out there, and I'm just bringing to you what I think is most relevant to my community, all of you right here on the channel, but there's literally so much more information that I haven't even talked about yet. We're going to cover a little bit of it in this video, but it's like literally I'm picking and choosing. Previous times, trust me, it hasn't been like this, but right now, there is so much information right now, it is like nuts what's going on. So anyway, make sure you're subscribed, and just remember, I am back every single day as your daily voice and as your daily advocate, doing anything we possibly can to reach out to Congress to continue to remind them that low-income and fixed-income beneficiaries of Social Security, SSDI, SSI, VA, RRB, low-income as a whole, need additional stimulus checks and ultimately permanent raises to benefits like Social Security and all of those I just listed. By the way, for those of you who have been watching for a while now, I still have not gotten any response for all those letters that I sent out. I'm thinking about writing another one, right? Anyway, I'll keep you posted. We'll talk about that in a separate video. But, all right, let's get into this and go through this one at a time. Let's first talk about these very important deadlines. There's a bunch of different programs that are going to be ending over the next literally 2 months. Between now and through basically October 1st, there's a lot of different programs ending. So we want to run through these because you've got to make sure you know all these different programs that are ending here. So we're going to go through these in chronological order. In other words, most soonest to latest, right? All right, so first off, in just a couple days from now, the eviction moratorium is set to expire. And as of right now, President Biden was out yesterday, and I actually talked about this yesterday as well, but apparently he said the Supreme Court has said you can't extend it anymore. So he's actually calling on Congress to write a standalone bill and to push this through Congress and get this done to extend it out for at least 1 more month. Well, is 1 month really going to be all we need? I mean, let's be real here. Unless they get right on their horse and start distributing that $43 billion that's available for these roughly 13 to 15 million renters who need the money, I mean, is 1 month going to do it? I mean, probably not. But either way, at least 1 month is better than nothing, right? Rather than like a day and a half. So yeah, that's scary. Anyway, I will keep you posted on that. That's a very important one. That's going to impact literally millions and millions of people. Scary. Anyway, next, July 31st as well, the foreclosure moratorium. So if you're somebody who owns a house and you haven't been able to pay your mortgage, the foreclosure moratorium is also going to be expiring the end of this month. However, President Biden did announce the other day that he's putting some additional protections in there for homeowners. You might want to check that out. He just announced it, I think on Wednesday, something like that. So I have not talked about it previously in my videos because, again, I'm trying to pick and choose. There's so much information right now. All right, next, unemployment benefits. There's 3 different programs within the unemployment benefits that will be expiring on September 6th. So yes, this is not like early expiration. This is just the deadline. They all expire September 6th. So this is going to include those couple programs that were set up for the self-employed or gig employees, for those people who have already exhausted their benefits and then got an extension, as well as the $300 per week boost. It's all ending September 6th. Yeah, that's going to be a big one as well. That's also going to impact millions upon millions of people. Next, we go all the way out to September 30th. On that date, we are going to have, that is the last day in which the student loan forbearance is going to be, that's it. Starting on October 1st, the student loan payments will pick up once again. So if you owe student loans and you have payments, those are going to start back up on October 1st. Those have been suspended since early 2020. Now again, one more quick thing here. there's been a lot of talk about, Chuck Schumer and Elizabeth Warren and Pramila Jayapal and who else has been saying this? Some other people, I don't know. There's a bunch of different people in Congress who have been calling on the president to cancel like $50,000 of student loans. Well, Nancy Pelosi was out the other day and she kind of put Biden in his spot for a second. It was kind of funny, actually. Again, that's nothing against Nancy or Biden. It's just kind of funny how she kind of stepped up and said it. But basically, she's saying that President Biden cannot cancel student loan debt. It has to be an act of Congress. She said that he can suspend and delay payments, but he cannot cancel debt. So interesting that came out of Nancy, because you don't really see stuff like that coming out of Nancy, like kind of, slamming other Democrats. You just don't really see that. But she said it. So interesting. Anyway, also the end of September, the 15% boost for SNAP benefits. Yep, that one's going to expire as well. So for those of you who are getting SNAP benefits right now and you're getting that little boost on your benefits, yeah, unfortunately, that raise is going to be ending as well on the end of September, September 30th. That's it. So across all of these different programs, we're looking at about, let me quickly do the mental math. Oh man, 50 million people? I mean, I'm just throwing out a random number. That's without even calculating too much. We're looking at probably about 50 million people who are going to be impacted by all of these cancellations of different things right now. That is huge. That's a huge percentage of our population. That is scary. So I don't really know what their plan is going forward, but they've certainly got to do something quickly, especially for all of these people who are facing eviction here literally in just a couple days as that eviction moratorium expires. So anyway, those are some very important deadlines that we want to continue watching. Again, there's so much more going on out there, but again, I'm just going to pick and choose in this video, and I can come back in other videos and update you on more things. All right, let's talk about these new checks that have been announced by the president. Again, I haven't even talked about these yet. Not even one time I've talked about these, because once again, I found other items that I thought were a little bit more important than this. But I'm going to talk about it right now. So yesterday, President Biden was out in a speech, and he said he is now directing states to give people $100 if you decide to get vaccinated. So I've had a few questions about this down in the comment section, and I want to answer this for you. My understanding of this, I've watched the video of him speaking multiple different times, and I've done research on this. My understanding of this is it is for new people. If you are just brand new going to get vaccinated, you would potentially, or you would be eligible to get that $100 that President Biden is directing states to distribute to people who decide to go and get vaccinated. If you're already vaccinated, do you get it? No. Nope. Yeah, so that's... He even said it right in the video. In his little speech there, he said, if you're already vaccinated, it's kind of like tough luck. So I feel like, oh, I don't know, thanks. I'm sure everybody else could use an extra $100 right now. So that would be really nice to, get that extra $100. But apparently, if you're already vaccinated, sorry, he said it, you're not eligible. It's only for new people. So it's a new incentive to get more people out there to get vaccinated. So... Oh, and also, by the way, if you happen to watch that speech from him yesterday, they're basically going to make it really hard for people who are not vaccinated. I know there's a lot of controversy about this. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. I'm just saying, it is not my opinion. I mean, you can do whatever you want. You've got to do what's best for you. I have no opinion on that. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not here to persuade you. I'm not here to say anything about that. I'm just here to bring you the information, okay? So I'm just saying, it's a really controversial topic right now, and they're really kind of putting the squeeze on people right now. So, yeah. Anyway, one more thing here, and then we can wrap this thing up. The Senate voted once again today. So what they voted on, it's not all that important. I mean, it is kind of important, but they voted 66-28 to continue moving forward and open up the bill on this first portion of the stimulus packages, to open it up for amendments. Now, this is actually interesting because when they open these bills up for amendments, they can put in anything they essentially want into these packages, provided it gets bipartisan support and or partisan support in the case of a reconciliation bill. So, when it is time to open these things up for amendments, it's kind of like performing surgery a little bit, right? You kind of open the patient up and you're like, looks like this guy needs a new liver, right? Well... It's kind of like that kind of situation. So when they open these things up, you never know what kind of amendments are going to be put inside. So I will watch this one closely and let you know if anything of interest goes into it. But we also need to remember, this first package is focused on infrastructure. So Honestly, I'm not really going to count on a stimulus check being added into it right now, but it's that second package, the big one coming up behind, like the big wave. By the way, side note, have you ever played in the ocean before? You're playing around in the waves, you're innocently playing in the waves, and a big wave kind of comes in and you kind of jump over it, and then right behind it is the huge one, and it smokes you? Yeah, been there, done that. And it's not fun because it catches you off guard, and before you know it, you're being dragged along the bottom of the ocean and a face plant in the sand. I've done that before. It's not fun. You're literally helpless, right? You're like a little rag doll being thrown around in the ocean. In fact, that just happened to me like a year and a half ago. Corey and I were walking on the beach, and a huge wave came and just wiped us out. It was scary. Anyway, side note, I just wanted to give you a quick analogy. But anyway, yeah, this is what's going on today. I'm going to get back to my research here. There's a lot going on. Seriously, please make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below the video. There's so many different things going on right now. I'm almost debating doing like 4 videos a day for a little while here because, there's so much. Or the other option would be just have my videos go maybe like 13, 14, 15 minutes, something like that, a little bit longer. Because there's so much right now. It's like I'm literally choosing what should I include in this one, right? So anyway, thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate you. I'm here to keep you updated. Remember that. I'm here as your daily voice, your daily advocate. I am whatever you want to call me. I don't really care. I just really appreciate your support. So thank you, everyone. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Go back and check out my video from earlier today. I will link that down below, but that is a really cool announcement on monthly checks for low income, $1,200. Go check that video out. It was the last one I posted here just a few hours ago. All right. Thanks, everyone. I'll catch you later. Stay safe out there.